Hello everyone, and welcome to the Racenet event. So there's a Racenet event then for driving the Williams cars, we'll see in a minute, around the Korean circuit, of course this weekend's Grand Prix, so I thought I'd give it a crack. This is going to be my first go on the Korean circuit in this game, and also my first go in a Williams, barring the scenario mode that I did. So it's all going to be fairly new. Once again, going to stick with a completely standard setup, and we're just going to crack on. So here we go. Cockpit cam, we don't want that, we'll go in T-cam. Don't really like the modern cars cockpit cam. Very wide there, and lots of oversteer on that last corner. A bit of oversteer on there as well. Not a great start to the lap, but I'll see if we can do that a bit better next time. DRS is open now. It's too early in this game. That was about where I used to brake for the last game. But it's too early in this game. DRS just a second. Here we go. Should help us get well into the rev limit, hopefully. Maybe just actually. And again, I can still brake a lot later than that, can't I? Oh, lots of oversteer there. The rest of the cars at the exit this corner. And let's see if we can nail the braking point for this corner. And we've actually outbraked ourselves on that one, so it's not going great, is it? And I've gone wide there, way wide. This is a pretty terrible first lap. We'll see if we can get up to speed in a minute though. And no, you can't set the fuel on Racenet, don't think you could. Quite like not having to use DRS in the middle of the lap. The new rules for F1 for 2013 in Formula 1. Oh, wide. Car stepped out on me. Yeah, quite like the rules. Because it means you can just push like in this part of the lap rather than worrying about DRS, where you can open that, where you can gain advantage from that. You just concentrate on the driving. I wasn't a fan of that rule change at first, but now I am. So it's quite different to how it felt in so I've gone wide there again. It's how it felt in 2012. Let's see if we can improve it this lap. Should be able to. Won't be difficult. What's going to be a 40? Yeah, 40.2. Actually went a little bit too deep there. Pushed me a little bit wide, but I'm still ahead of my previous best. Lots of curves. DRS now. I'm probably already 2 tenths up or so on my previous. We'll see if we can break it earlier for this one as well. And get it stopped. Oh, still a little bit too early and got a pretty bad racing line as well from there. Rest of the curves now. Better exit, I think. Less wheel spin. So I'll come to the end of the first sector. Brake too early this time and turned in way too late. That's still wide there. It's quite a tricky section that, because you need decent racing line but try and carry as much speed as you can through the corners. So I was 7 tenths up first sector then. So I'll come through these easy flat, right, left. No worries at all. Down to 5th and turned in too early. Right onto 2nd, couldn't quite reach my apex. Bit of oversteer on the exit, pushed me onto the curb. And braked too much there. That's what you have to used to do in the old game, but you can take a bit more speed on there now. So I'm now almost a second up, not quite. See if we can push it. Oh, that was pretty awful. See if we can push it to get a second, but it's not been a great final sector. I'm surprised if we can't do that. Going to be close. I think we should actually, because that was a pretty good last corner. I managed to keep it just about full throttle, which I haven't done in the last lap. And there we go, 1.3 it was then. That was a pretty good corner. Wasn't perfect though. And pretty much level my previous time. The exit wasn't great. DRS open now. So we are right on top of my previous best. It's there somewhere. Actually gone too deep that time, way too deep. But I'm actually up my previous because I got a really good exit. Didn't get any wheel spin. Really nice exit. Puts me almost a 10th up. Bit of oversteer there, constantly correcting. Missed my apex again in that corner. That's a better exit again. Barely any wheel spin. I'm still up my previous just about. 38.9. I honestly think a 37 might be possible. I know it's a big jump, but it hasn't been the cleanest of laps, have they? These laps can't quite get into the apex still, and rear end kicks out to get over the curb. See if we can carry more speed through here. Well, we did. And a bit wide there, but got away with it. Almost full throttle through there now. Don't want to avoid that curb, which I'm not doing yet. Half a second up. Middle sector alone. See how strong that middle sector was, and that was absolutely flat there. Building confidence now, getting faster and faster. Should be over half a second up, I would think. Indeed I am. So 38.3, so that 37 doesn't sound so unrealistic now, does it? Oh, terrible exit, lots of wheel spin. That was pretty good if I managed to get a good exit, but I was a little bit wide. Compromised the exit. But I'm not too much down, you can't see the ghost. So I'm not too much down, it's not too bad, there it is. Turned in too early, gonna hit the curb, that's not the fast way on that. Pretty good exit though, but not as good as my previous time. So I'm down now. Probably should have saved my curves. Down to first, bring it in nicely. Oh, that was pretty awful though, the car was kind of mid-drifting. I know what I mean. Bit of oversteer on the exit there. And yeah, it shows, got a good exit last lap. That's how important the exit is in this game, because the traction is so little. If you can just not break traction, keep it right on the limit, you get that much better exit. Oh, braked a bit too hard there. I ended up locking the rears a little bit, but I'm in line with my best. Nearly. As that was almost full throttle, still not quite there yet. Still haven't learned how to avoid that curb yet, and that's way too wide. Way wide. But I'm right on it in my best, aren't I? So still can definitely improve and get well into the 37, I think. Just half a tenth down in the end. That was a pretty good exit, but it was a bit wide, so I was pretty much on the limit of wheel spin or not, but because I was too wide, that was why I had no grip. We'll do a couple more laps end of this video and that'll be about it. We'll see if we can get into 37s before the end of it, but we'll need a pretty solid laps to do that. Pretty good exit. Got the power down nicely. We should be ahead now of my best. We are, but not by a lot. Half a tenth. So tricky to get the power on the exit there. Run wide again in that corner. Struggle a lot there, and again a bit wide there. I've lost time to my previous, probably about to overtake me. I'm right with it still though. I definitely can gain time in that section. Oh, that was terrible. Got wide. Again, too hard on the brakes there, locking the rears, and wheel spin on the exit as well. Still level my best though, so it shows how much faster I can go. It's been a fairly average lap, hasn't it? Direction change not great in this Williams. Still not quite full throttle there, and I run wide that time. This car just turns in so nicely in this game. Oh, wide. So that just so run wide. Hope that doesn't disallow the next lap as well. It's not been a great exit anyway. It's not going to be a great lap. But should still be more or less in line with my previous. That was a nice exit. I think, to be honest, the previous lap was pretty much perfect anyway, but I'm going to help on it. Look at that. Not a lot, but it's enough. I can narrow next corner. I will be up first sector, probably a tenth, maybe more. Pretty good corner, but not perfect, but I've still managed to pull away. This will be more than the 10th, I would imagine, which is good. Quite a lot more than the 10th. See if we can get a good exit in this corner. That was pretty good. Keep it nice and tight, which I managed to do. No, that was pretty awful. Bit of wheel spin on the exit, but I'm still quite a bit up. This is looking like it could well be a 37. But I need to nail these rest of this lap to make that happen. bit wide there. Push me out the curb. Compromise my exit. And all over the curb now. Wide direction change, still not great in this Williams. Had to get off the throttle there, pushed me on the grass again. And I am up. This should be into 37, it's going to be close. No, it's not actually, I'm going to cane it. That was a really good final couple of corners. Well into 37s, I'd imagine. Oh yeah, 37.8. Half a second up, we'll give her one more lap. Too deep. There's not a lot of grip out there on that AstroTurf. We'll carry on anyway, just to see where, if we can improve this lap. We'll do one more. I'm actually not too far behind, am I, with that bad exit? It's not a great corner at all. I'm getting better at these exits, and look at that. I thought that was a good exit, but my previous best was still better. Way too deep in there. Spike braking earlier. Oh, snap oversteer there in the middle. Messed up the whole complex. I'm well behind now. Not going to happen, obviously. Like I said, we'll still carry on though, just to see where the strengths and the weaknesses are on my previous best. Too wide there again. You know that was a weakness of my previous best, but that was also a weakness of this lap, so it didn't really help. All over the curb there, managed to keep off the grass though. Was 4/10, I believe, down at the beginning of the sector. It might be less now, so I might well have gained. Yeah, so I think a 37, a perfect lap, probably 37.0, but 37.5 is definitely possible without too much difficulty. But there we go then, that was my goal in the Racenet event. My first goal on the Korean track. Of course, ready for the Korean Grand Prix this weekend. I will quit so you can see my sector times. There we go, 37.8. So pretty good lap. I'm pretty happy with that, but like I said, definitely can get a low 37 with a better lap, bit more practice. But yeah, pretty happy with that. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.